Welcome to the Austrian German tutorial. In this tutorial, I'd like to offer a special Austrian German crash course in which you're able to learn important aspects and little tips. After the intro, I'd like to show you what you learn in this Austrian German crash course. First of all, we learn how to say hello and how to greet in Austrian German. Then we focus on the question, how are you? After that, I'd like to show you one word that you can use for excuse me and for sorry. Furthermore, we take a look at the numbers from 1 to 10. And then we check out some important sounds in Austrian German. Additionally, we learn the personal pronouns in Austrian German and discover some forms of let's. After that, we discover some question words in Austrian German and discuss the famous ending L in Austrian German, for example Glasl or Backel. Furthermore, we learn some words for good and bad. In addition, we check out some Austrian food and learn how to say I'd like to have. And of course, we take a look at some differences between Austrian German and the German spoken in Germany. At the end of the crash course, we take a look at 3 crucial words that are used so often in Austria. And at last, we check out one of the most difficult words in Austrian German. So let's get started. First of all, let's learn how to say hello and how to greet in Austrian German. The most common form to say hello in Austria is Grüß Gott. Grüß Gott. Grüß Gott is formal and is often used. Another way to say hello is Servus. Servus. And it's rather informal. There's also the TV station Servus TV. Additionally, the word grüß plays an important role when it comes to greeting. If it is in an informal context, you say Christi, Christi, if you greet one person. If you greet 2 or more persons, we use Grüß euch, Grüß euch. And if it's rather formal, you can use Grüßina, Grüßina. There are 3 forms with Grüß, Christi, Grüß euch, Grüßina. And after greeting, you might ask, how are you? And the most common form is wie geht's, wie geht's. That's the same in Standard German and in Austrian German. In informal contexts, there is also a longer version, meaning wie geht's dir denn? Wie geht's dir denn? And in formal contexts, wie geht's Ihnen denn? Wie geht's Ihnen denn? Sometimes you hear the phrase wie geht's, wie steht's? Wie geht's, wie steht's? And there are several ways to answer the question how are you? Very good would be sehr gut, sehr gut. So comme si, comme ça, medium would be joe, joe. And if it's bad, you can say schlecht, schlecht. Furthermore, we can take a look how to say excuse me and sorry in Austrian German. The good thing is that there is a word for excuse me and sorry, namely Entschuldigung. This is again the same in Standard German and in Austrian German. If you know the person, you can say Entschuldige, Entschuldige. There is a famous song by Peter Cornelius, Du entschuldige kendi, meaning, excuse me, I know you. If you don't know the person, you can say Entschuldigen Sie oder Entschuldigens, Entschuldigens. Excuse me, can you help me would be Entschuldigen Sie, können Sie mir helfen? and I'm sorry is just Entschuldigung oder Entschuldige. Now let's take a look at the numbers in Austrian German. 1 is eins in Standard German, and in Western regions Austrians often say eins, and in the eastern parts eins. 2 means zwei in Standard German. In the West, people tend to say zwei, and people in the East may say zwei. 3 is drei. This goes for the West and for the East. 4 is vier. 5 means fünf. 6 means six. 7 is sieben. You also come across sim. 8 means acht in Standard German, and in Austria you often come across acht. 9 means neun in Standard German. You may hear neun instead of neun. 10 is zehn, and this goes for Standard German and for Austrian German. As we've just heard the words eins and eins, zwei and zwei, we can focus on typical sounds in Austrian German. For instance, Ei can become Ohr, Ohr. By the way, Ohr means egg in Austrian German. Eins may become eins, zwei becomes zwei. And sometimes Ei becomes A, as we've just heard. Eins becomes eins, zwei becomes zwei. It depends on the region. A rather in the east, and Ohr rather in the west. Sometimes the A becomes O. For example, Salat instead of Salat. Was instead of was. Or Wasser instead of Wasser. But this goes all just for the spoken form. When it comes to the written form, you should rather stick to the Standard German. And furthermore, if the word starts with the letter G, we might shorten the words. For example, gescheit instead of gescheit, meaning clever, or gemacht instead of gemacht, meaning made. Gschnas is a carnival party in Austria. For practicing the Austrian sounds, we can take a look at how to say I don't know in Austrian German. There are two ways. In Standard German it is keine Ahnung, and in Austrian German you may come across two versions. On the one hand, keine Ahnung, and on the other hand, keine Ahnung. And we can also use ich weiß es nicht in Standard German, and in Austria people may say ich weiß nicht, or ich weiß nicht. In the last sentence, we used a personal pronoun, namely ich. And now let's take a look at all personal pronouns in Austrian German. I start with the English one, then Standard German, and then Austrian German. And Austrian German is mainly used in spoken form. I, ich, I. You, du. Du is the same in Standard German and in Austrian German. He, she, it. Er, sie, es. And it's again the same in Standard and in Austrian German. Er, sie, es. We, wir, mir, mir. Mir san mir is also the slogan of Bayern Munich. So it's similar to Austrian German. You, plural form. Ihr, es, is. And finally, they, sie, sie. Now let's focus on the word let's. Let's go means gehen wir. This is very important. It's so often used all across Austria, gehen wir. In Spanish you would say vamos, gehen wir. Let's have, hammer. Let's be, summer. Let's do, dammer. And let's make, moch ma. Now let's focus on some question words in Austrian German. Who means wer. Where is wo. What means was in Standard German. And in Austria you often come across the question word was. Was ist this? What's that? Why is warum. Or it's also wieso. When means wann in Standard German. And in Austrian German you hear wann as well. Wann fängt es an? When does it start? Wann. In Austrian German, the ending "l" plays an important role. "L" is used to make something smaller. For instance, a small glass is called Glasl. A small box means Packel. And a small sticker is a Pickel. Additionally, it might be useful to know some words to say something is good or something is bad. Words for good: leibend, lässig, Glas, and words for bad: deppert, blöd, ungut. Now it's time for Austrian food. Let's start with the soup. Frittatensuppe. Sliced pancake soup. Frittatensuppe. Wiener Schnitzel. I'm sure you know what it is. Wiener Schnitzel. Tafelspitz. Stewed beef. Tafelspitz. Backhändel. Fried chicken. Backhändel. And Austria is famous for its desserts. For instance, Apfelstrudel, Appelstrudel, Apfelstrudel, Marillenknödel, apricot dumplings, Marillenknödel, and Käseschmarrn. It's a sliced pancake, Käseschmarrn. If you want to know more about Austrian food, I've produced some videos about it. If you want to know more about it, just click the link in the right hand corner. And if you want to order some food and want to know how to say I'd like to have, there are some ways to do that. Ich hätt gern, ich brauchet, ich suchet. And of course, there are some differences between Austrian German and the German that is spoken in Germany. Let's take a look at some examples. Shopping bag is Tüte in Germany and Sackerl in Austria, Sackerl. Apricot is Aprikose in Germany and Marille in Austria, Marille. Plum is Pflaume in Germany and Zwetschge in Austria, Zwetschge. Bread roll is Brötchen in Germany and Semmel in Austria. Semmel is really an important word in Austria. For example, a bread roll with sausage is Wurstsemmel, Wurstsemmel. And finally, to watch is gucken in Germany and schauen in Austria, schauen. Before we take a look at some crucial words in Austrian German, I'd like to show you some ways to say goodbye in Austria. The most common form is Auf Wiedersehen, Auf Wiedersehen. It's especially used when it's formal, Auf Wiedersehen. If you remember, when we talked about greeting, we had the three forms Christi, Grüß Christina. And when we want to say goodbye, we can use Pfiat in this case. Pfiati, Pfiatech, Pfiatina. Pfiati, Pfiatech, Pfiatina. And finally, there is a very short form to say goodbye, Baba, Baba. It's especially used in Vienna, Baba. Now let's check out three very important Austrian words that you hear all the time. The first word is Oida, Oida. The one-to-one translation would be old one, might be similar to bro or man. But it's used in almost every context. Might be good, bad, a surprise. Na Oida, jo Oida, was is Oida, or just Oida. If you want to know more about the word, you can click the link in the right-hand corner. Another crucial word is passt, passt. Passt means it's alright, it's okay, it fits, it suits. Passt, passt fast immer. The word passt suits for almost any case. And furthermore, the word it's rather a gap filler. You can make a word stronger or weaker, but it doesn't have a special meaning. Jo na passt klar. Now, at the end of our crash course for Austrian German, let's take a look at one of the most difficult Austrian words, namely OACHKATZLSCHWOAF. OACHKATZLSCHWOAF. The translation is the tail of a squirrel. OACHKATZLSCHWOAF. Now let's just analyze the word sound by sound. Ohr. When we talked about typical Austrian sounds, we had this sound in it, Ohr. Then there is the CH, then Katzel. So we have the first part, Oach, Katzel. Then there is the sound schw. And then again Ohr, and the F, Oaf, Schwoaf, OACHKATZLSCHWOAF, OACHKATZLSCHWOAF. I'm sure you need to repeat it sometimes if you're absolutely new to the word, but just have a go. So I hope this Austrian German crash course helped you a little bit to learn the one or other new word and helps you for your stay in Austria. Thanks a lot for watching the Austrian German tutorial. See you in the next video. Have a nice day. Auf Wiedersehen und Servus.